What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So we have another video about Kail Lowry. There's been a lot going on with her just concerning the situation with Chris. All these messages that are coming out that paints like a very disturbing situation. Like, her and Chris have been on for off and on for a couple of years now, and these messages were leaked where she said something about him strangling her, strangling the dog, acting a fool at the kids' school. And then she posted an Instagram story where he appeared to be fat shaming her. So there's been a lot going on with that. And now she's talking about a situation that happened. And it appears that this is concerning Chris as well. It's a situation that happened about a year ago where Kail was involved with this guy. And this guy was involved with not just Kail, but with another female. And this other female actually tried to extort Kail. Like, she knew who Kail was. She knew she was on MTV. And she was like, I know things about you. And if you do not pay me, I'm going to MTV. So Kail opened up about this on a recent episode of her podcast, Baby Mama's No Dramas. She talked to V about it. She told her what transpired and what she learned from this experience. So it says that the girl who Kail claims tried to extort her told the Teen Mom 2 star at one point that she would expose Kail's intimate secrets to MTV unless Kail paid her. She actually sent Kail a message saying, "You can pay me to keep my mouth shut." While Kail did not reveal which one of her exes was involved in this story, it's pretty obvious it's Chris. She gives a little bit of a timeline. She says it happened like a year ago. And also she talks about how this guy would not commit. Like, he would never admit that he was in a relationship. And we all know that Chris never would admit that he was in a relationship. So it seems like it was Chris. Also, she does not call the girl out by name either. So we don't know who this girl is. But she does just give insight into what happened. She said, as far as the guy that she was talking to at the time, or in her words, like dating, that she was in love with him. She says, I was absolutely in love with this person. Like, you say jump, I say how high. I had stayed with him through a lot of the BS, but I just thought if I held him down long enough, he would pick me, ride or die. She said that she was always worried about these two girls that was always around. That she didn't really worry about Chris or this guy with randoms. That he didn't go off and, mess with randoms. That he was going between these three girls, Kail and these other two girls. So that's who she was concerned with, and that's who she was always worried about. They were always around. She also admitted that she checks phones. She's like, I dig through phones. I'm a phone checker. I go through phones. If I don't know your password, like, I'm tapping on it to get it to light up to see if you have any missed calls or messages that you haven't checked. And she said while doing that, she noticed that there was this same number that kept coming up on Chris's phone. She said at first the number was not saved. The number just popped up. So she was actually able to get the number and put it into her phone. And had the number been saved, like had it said John, she wouldn't have been able to get access to the number. But because Chris, just did not save the number, she kept noticing that it kept popping up. So she saved the number. She said that the guy insisted that it was nothing. And at one point, he even answered a phone call from the mystery girl's sister in front of Kail. Kail claims that this person was never upfront about his relationship status concerning her or anyone else. She said he would never say, I have a girlfriend. He never flat out said, I'm in a relationship. And she said that was a red flag to her, but what could she do about it? She said she didn't have any proof that he was with the other girls. And when they were together, she never really knew if he was talking to anybody else. She just had her suspicions up until, what's coming up next. She said when the number came up on the guy's phone one day, she decided to text it. At that point, she was informed by the girl that that girl and the guy, Chris, was in a full-blown relationship. Kail claims that the girl sent her a long message threatening to extort her and expose her secrets. She said, then out of nowhere, she sends me this long effing message saying she was going to reach out to MTV and tell them my secrets if I don't pay her. She said she was going to write into MTV and wait until they find this and this and this out. She said that the girl had her address. She knew intimate things about her. She said only things that this guy would know. She said nothing that even her friends or the public knew. Like, this wasn't something that she even said she talked to her friends about. It was just things that she talked to her, in her mind, her boyfriend about. And this girl knew those things. She said she knew things about me that only he would know. Nothing that the public would know. These were intimate things that you talk about in a relationship. Not even things that you talk about with your friends. So you knew he was pillow talking with her. So I was like, go ahead and tell him, TP. Kail said that the girl requested that they meet up because she also wanted to fight Kail, but Kail did not go along with that. That's probably a smart move. Like, you never know what you might walk up on when you meet up somebody to fight. Yeah, don't do that. Kail's a grown woman with kids. Thankfully, she knew better than to do that, right? Kail later said that this girl sent her a text message from inside the guy's bedroom. So, like, days later, after Kail finds out that the guy that she's been seeing is in a like full-blown relationship with this other chick, and this other chick is like threatening to extort her, days later, the girl is with the guy inside his bedroom and is sending her pictures inside the guy's room. Like, see where I'm at. I'm at your man's house. He was my man. And she also said, along with the pictures of the guy's room, she sent her Cash App info and told Kail that she would only stay quiet if Kail gave her money. She said, you can pay me to keep my mouth shut. So Kail's response to this girl was to send her MTV's address and to tell her, go ahead. Here you go. Call MTV. I don't care. Kail did say that later the girl apologized and even explained why she attempted to extort her. She was like, I'm sorry I did that. I just needed money for my kids for Christmas. Wow. So Kail's response to her was, so you tried to extort me. You were threatening to ruin my life, my reputation, my family, my relationship, and my business. She did say in her response back to the girl that she was kind of being a smart butt to her. She was like, if you needed money, you could have just asked. But Kail did say that the girl did apologize. She said, I'm really sorry. I just needed the money. After Kail talked about this near extortion situation, she questioned how she ever got back with this man after this. And girl, I'm questioning it too. Like, my goodness. She said, I was getting back with someone I didn't trust, and I was setting myself up for failure every time. You can't keep a man who doesn't want to be kept. He didn't want to be kept. It was just convenient. All of us were wanting to be with him, but we were all just convenience for him. He literally said to me out of his own mouth that if he could be with all three of us at the same time, he would, because he gets different things from all of us. What? That is wild. That is so wild. Like, this man, Chris, I doubt Chris watches my channel, but Chris, if this is you, that literally admitted to Kail, like, yeah, if I could be with all of you, I'd be with all of you. You just need to be in an open relationship. Like, that's what you need. You need to, like, let your girls know, like, open relationship here. I'm going to talk to multiple women. You talk to multiple men. That is wild that he even had the nerve to, like, if I could be with you and the other two girls that I cheated on you with, yeah, sure, that's what I would like to do. That's so wild. Kail told me that Extortion Girl was a different girl than the one that she once got into an altercation with at an Applebee's. She said, that was a whole different girl that I was cheated on with. Same man, different girl. Looking back, Kail claims that low self-esteem led her to get back with this guy. She said, low self-esteem will really have you effed up, and that was me. I'm talking about myself. I had low self-esteem. I was going through some crap to be with someone who would put me through that. I stayed through that. I don't know why I was weak, but I got caught up in that mess. Kail claims that while she did confront the guy about the threats that she received from the extortion girl, he did not care and he continued talking to this girl. Mind you, you guys, just say this is Chris, and it appears that it is. Say this is Chris. Their oldest child just like turned 3. So this man continued talking to a woman that tried to extort his baby's mother. Mind you, if this girl would have did that, if she would have contacted MTV and had some like top secrets that would have cost Kail her job or whatever, your children would have a jobless mother now because of the girl that you're talking to. You don't have nothing to say to that? I don't know, you guys. I'm kind of blown away by it. Like, not gonna lie, I think that's total BS. I have 2 kids, and I have 6, but my older 2 kids, different dad, and all I ever want is for him to do well. Like, get a job, do well, great. Especially if you can like send child support every once in a while, even better. But I would never want someone to purposely damage their reputation or, you know, possibly take their job from them. That is wild. I don't know. I feel like I've watched Chris's IG lives several times, and literally on his IG lives, he seems like such a nice guy, so level-headed. It seems like he gives really good advice. And then you hear these stories or you see these text messages and you're just like, whoa, that's wild. Like, he can be mean. He can be rude. And if he was constantly cheating on Kail with these two other girls and then knew that one of the girls was trying to extort Kail and could, you know, saying, I'm going to go to MTV and you're going to lose your job, you're going to lose your livelihood. And the guy's like, don't care. That is such BS, you guys. I don't know. Like I said, Kail did not name Chris, but it appears that it is Chris. She did not name the extortion girl. But it appears that this is the girl, you know, a girl that Chris cheated on her with. You guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you guys believe that it's Chris? And are you guys shocked to find out that Kail Lowry actually was in this triangle relationship with this guy who was talking to a girl that actually tried to extort her? Another thing that I wonder is if this girl knew information that she thought was so serious it could get Kail fired. What was it? I mean, how, you know, Kail needs a job. She's got kids. But that must be something serious if she thinks that it could cost Kail her job. But Kail didn't seem too worried about it. She's like, here's MTV's address. Go ahead. Shoot your shot. See what you got. She didn't really seem to bothered by it. So, I don't know. You guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Kail Lowry talks about her experience at this girl trying to extort her. All because they were both in the same relationship with the same guy. You guys let me your thoughts. Comment in the comment section below. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.